In this video, I'm going to discuss subject coordinates from AirFlare search tools into the Avenza GPS application for Android users. So there's teams out there using various GPS applications, Gaia, Avenza, Onyx, in order to view subject coordinates or a patroller in the field wanting to navigate to a subject that needs assistance. This video is going to cover the Avenza GPS application, and it's for Android users. I did Avenza and iOS in a separate video. So a little disclaimer, we are not the developers of Avenza. The AirFlare team can get coordinates to the front door of Avenza in the format that Avenza likes to see those coordinates in. We are not able to impact how Avenza imports those coordinates, where in Avenza you go to find those coordinates that have been imported. If you download those coordinates as a GPX file to your phone, we can't impact how you use Avenza to go find those coordinates on your phone. We can get those coordinates to the front door. We can also shoot videos like this to share our knowledge about the use of Avenza with AirFlare search tools and potentially suggest some best practices that you can bring into your team. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We will go ahead and start in AirFlare search tools. And I can pop up a patroller phone as well. So share my screen. There's AirFlare web console, and I will pop up a patroller phone right next to that. So this is a patroller phone. It's an Android phone, and it's got Avenza downloaded on it. Okay, so the phone rang into dispatch. It's a guest that needs assistance. The guest is not an AirFlare subscriber, so the guest provided their phone number. The guest was able to return their coordinates successfully to dispatch. As I covered in a previous video, the easiest way to get coordinates into the field for patrollers is for patrollers to have field console on their phone. Everything that dispatch does, patrollers in the field can see, and vice versa. So this search that was conducted by dispatch is this search here in field console. I'll go ahead and open that. Your subject is at this location in degrees. If I switch to UTM, there's your location in UTM format with a location accuracy of 8.6 meters and displayed on a map. If you watched my video on Avenza in iOS, this video is going to be shorter. For whatever reason, Avenza does not support coordinate sharing from app to app like it does in iOS. So I can't import or share coordinates directly from the field console app into the Avenza app. And in short, what that means is that this button, Open GPX, is not going to work if you have Avenza on your phone and you are an Android phone user. What I want to do is first, I want to make sure I'm in the degrees format. Avenza does not like UTM. So I'm going to shift into degrees. And rather than Open GPX, I'm going to select share. I'm going to copy to clipboard. That's going to copy those coordinates onto my phone clipboard from field console in the degrees format. I can now open Avenza. I'll open my base map. If my organization is using a layer, I can open my map view to that layer. And now there's two ways of doing this. I'll demonstrate both here. The first method is create a waypoint. Lower right-hand corner, location icon. I can change the name up on the top from place mark 1 to the subject's actual name. Here, I'll just type subject, and I'll scroll down to location. I'll clear out whatever coordinates are there. I am going to paste the coordinates. I'm going to click OK on the upper right. And there's my subject on my map. And I can now navigate to my subject. That's method number 1. If I open up layers on the lower right-hand corner, I will see that that waypoint that I created was imported as an object on my map layers page. If I click it, there is subject. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and delete everything that I've done. I'll go back, I'll delete. I'll come out of my map, my base map. In fact, I'm just going to close down Avenza completely. And I'll demo method 2 from field console into Avenza. Everything is the same. I want to get those coordinates copied in degrees, copy to clipboard. So I use the share feature to copy those coordinates in degrees to my clipboard. I can open up the Avenza app. This time I'm going to make a shortcut. I'll open my base map. Rather than creating a waypoint first and then navigating to that waypoint, I'm just going to go directly to my tools. I'm going to navigate to a destination. I'm going to enter coordinates. And I'm just going to paste from my clipboard directly. I've already reached my destination because I'm sitting here. But I'm now navigating to my subject. There's my subject location on a map. And similarly, that object that I was navigating to is imported as a layer. I can change the name from the default place mark 1 if I'd like to. All right, I'm going to delete this. I'll delete that. I will close out my base map. I'll close Avenza. And that is getting coordinates from field console into Avenza. It's simply copying the coordinates to a clipboard and then pasting those coordinates into the Avenza app. I'll shut down field console. The second I'm going to demo is for patrollers in the field who do not have field console on their phone. So in this case, they can't see what the dispatcher did. Here, the dispatcher is going to get those coordinates directly to the patroller using the share feature. I've covered this in a separate video. But anyway, the patroller in the field, this is their cell phone number. The dispatcher can send that patroller a text message with those coordinates. And the patroller in the field is going to receive a text message with a hyperlink. And that hyperlink, when they open it, is going to contain the subject name, the subject location in degrees, the subject location in UTM, and then the ability to open as a GPX. Similar to what we did out of field console, this is going to be the same. The very easiest thing to do is to simply copy the location in decimal degrees using this button right here. You can now open the Avenza app, open your map view, and you have both options available to you. It's the same options that I just demoed. We can go ahead and open the tools, navigate to a destination, enter coordinates. I'll enter my coordinates there. Okay. It's telling me I've already reached the place mark because I'm actually sitting at the same location that the subject search was done, but I'm now navigating to my subject. And similar, if I go over to my layers view, those coordinates that I was navigating to were actually imported. There's your location icon, and those were stored as a waypoint in your layers tab. So let me delete out of this. I'll delete everything that we've done and start completely fresh. The last thing that I want to demo for, and I'll come out of base map and I'll close down Avenza completely. The last thing that I want to demo, when your dispatcher uses the share feature and sends you an easy navigation page, you click on the link from your text messages and you open up this page. Like I said, the easiest thing to do is simply copy the location using this button here. Open as GPX will work from here. Okay, so we're not able to share directly from Field Console over to Avenza on an Android device, but we are able to share from a web page over to Avenza. So if I click this button using an Android device, I can download those coordinates to my phone. So the file has been downloaded. So I'll do that again. Open as GPX. It's going to ask me if I want to download again because I just downloaded it. That file is now on my phone. I can now open Avenza. I'll open my base map. I'll go over to my layers tab. I will click on the orange button, lower right, import layers. So I'm going to my phone storage where that was downloaded and I'm importing that layer. I'm going to go to cloud storage or device. I'm going to make sure I'm on downloads. So this little hamburger menu up in the upper right-hand corner will give you all kinds of options. You want to make sure downloads is selected because you've downloaded that file from that web page onto your device. It's downloaded. So here is the file that we've downloaded. You have the 805.794.2993. That brought that in as a layer to Avenza. There it is. And there it is on your map. And you can now navigate directly to that subject location using Avenza. Okay. So let me stop sharing. And I'm back. So that's what I wanted to demo. Yeah, in short, for Android users, regardless whether you're Field Console or using the easy navigation, the easiest thing to do is simply copy those coordinates to your clipboard, open up Avenza, make sure those coordinates are copied in degrees format, not UTM format, open up Avenza and just paste those coordinates directly into Avenza, and then you can navigate from there. You're off and running. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.